All right, these are details of a story coming in from Uttar Pradesh where a BJP Muslim leader is apparently facing a fatwa for installing a Ganesh idol at her house. This is Deoband Mufti Arshad Farooqi has issued a fatwa against the BJP leader Ruby Asif Khan. She's a leader from Aligarh. She's a leader for the BJP Mahila Morcha in Aligarh. She apparently has now a fatwa against her for worshipping and installing an idol of Lord Ganesh in her house. This was during Ganesh Chaturthi. You can see visuals on your screens. The Mufti had claimed that Ruby's conduct was un-Islamic. We'll bring you more details on how she has responded. But very quickly, first, take a look at what she had to say right after the controversy.
भगवान श्री राम की जो मतलब मंदिर की वहाँ नींव रखी गई थी, उस टाइम पे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी वहाँ पूजा अर्चना कराई थी, तो मैंने अपने घर में कराई थी वो पूजा अर्चना। लेकिन उस टाइम पर भी इन लोगों को कुछ अच्छा नहीं लगा। इन्होंने इसी तरह फतवे जारी करे और मेरे बड़े बड़े पोस्टर लगवा दिए गए, मस्जिदों पे बंटवा दिए गए, इस्लाम से खारिज करने के, कैसे जिंदा जला दो। ये चाहते हैं कि इसे जान से मरवा दें, या धमकियाँ मतलब मिल रही हैं मुझे तरह तरह की, कैसे इस्लाम से खारिज कर दो। लेकिन मैं डरने वालों में से नहीं हूँ और ना ही मैं डरूंगी। बिल्कुल विसर्जन करूंगी पूरे विधि विधान के साथ में, कोई डर के साथ में नहीं। जैसे ले जाते हैं इसी तरह लेकर जाऊंगी। मेरा परिवार पूरा मेरे साथ है और मेन चीज मेरे हस्बैंड मेरे साथ हैं।
Colleague, our Uttar Pradesh Bureau Chief Pranshu Mishra is with us this morning to bring us a lot more context on this story. Pranshu, we've just played out for our audiences how Ruby herself responded to this entire controversy. But could you explain to our audiences how has this entire controversy gone down in Aligarh? Do we have any details?
Well, this is the BJP leader who is presently making news has also been in a lot of controversies in the past. And this particular fatwa, which has been issued by an individual via a social media call to that mufti, is basically not, was not directly targeting this particular lady. It was a generic fatwa which was sought in by one of the viewers through a social media, through a WhatsApp call, seeking the mufti that whether Muslims are permitted to, keep a Hindu deity's idol at their residence. Is that worship allowed? So to that there was this clarification that doing that is against the basic tenets of Islam, and that has now been linked to the fact that there is a Muslim lady of having allegiance to Bharatiya Janata Party who has installed Ganesha idol at her residence. So in place one, this fatwa is not exactly against any individual, including Rubia Ali Khan. It is a generic fatwa which was a clarification rather that was issued by the Mufti by an unnamed caller who has sought an opinion that whether Muslims can actually install the Hindu deities idols at home or not.
So, Pranshu, may I understand then, would it be correct to rephrase that this might in fact be a created controversy on the end of Ruby, or would that be pushing that too far?
Well, it is too early to comment on that. What we can tell for the matter of the fact is that no individual has actually approached the local mufti, bringing to his notice this particular case of a lady in Aligarh who has installed the Ganesha idol at home. As I said, it was a generic call to this mufti, and there is also this clarification which has later come in from the mufti that there was this generic call in which the respondent has sought in for this clarification that can any Muslim actually install the idols of the Hindu deities at home or the Ganesha idol at home. Since it has been, it is against the tenets of Islam, it is now being linked to as a fatwa against the Muslim lady who is associated to the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay, thank you so much. It's a very important clarification. Pranshu, stay with us because our next story also, I believe, is back in Lucknow itself. Let's move on.